Hey everybody, this is Fighter Kaus, your host for the Geek Fighters and the Geek Fighters main man. Along with me is Double RPG. I'll say them all this time. And that's the guy who's streaming. That's the guy you probably see the face of. Are you showing your face?
Yes, I am.
And the other one you hear is 16-bit Jeff. He's the one represented by the green TGF logo. And of course, the new guy, the up-and-comer, the guy who's streaming a bunch today. You got another stream going on. Visible Ninja.
Thanks, and good timing, because apparently my parcel just got here, so I'll be back.
And,
all right.
And he's the yellow banana.
Yellow.
Might as well make us all the
I like that.
Should probably make us all the 4 crystals of light, aka Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Jerry's the water crystal, Jeff's the wind crystal, I'm the fire crystal, and Ninja is the earth crystal.
I see him as the Earth guy, Rodent Warriors.
Mm-hmm. But
so we're here by the way, we're here to, since I might as well continue, we're here to talk about our E3 predictions, starting off with third parties, because I put it to a vote and we were like, let's do third parties first. And no Sony, so that means you're only going to see 3 of these pre-E3 streams.
Yes, you are.
Next Wednesday, the Wednesday after that, that's it. No fourth one, because Sony said, blah, blah.
We're smart.
Our Road to E3 series is back once again. All I can say is, oh!
Process these nuts.
Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome. That was the new button that I told you guys ahead of time. Well, I told you guys about, but I didn't explain it to you, but of course I said that you were gonna laugh, pretty much. But yeah,
I'm glad you finally did it.
It finally happened.
Process these nuts.
everybody, and I mean everybody who enjoys E3, tag along, join us.
Process these nuts.
And I'm pretty sure that Metal is missing out on the action with the button.
Well, he did say he was, going down to get a parcel, so.
Mm-hmm.
I see we have 6 viewers currently.
Yeah, if you guys have any, if any of you guys are watching, and if you have your own questions on like any games that you would want to see from E3, then definitely leave us a comment in the chat.
Mm-hmm. So, since our first episode is for the 3-parter that we're doing this year for World E3 is going to be on third parties, who should we start off with first?
I think we should all be very unanimous and start off with the one that we actually like the most unanimously, and I think that's Bandai Namco.
Yeah, that sounds fair. How about you, Jer?
Yeah, that sounds fair. I was going to say Ubisoft, but yeah, hey.
Yeah, we can do
Bandai
Ubisoft.
Namco.
We can follow up with Ubisoft. That sounds better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can do Ubisoft next after that.
Yeah. So Bandai Namco, usually known for anime games.
Of course.
Yep.
And fighting games.
I am back.
Hey,
welcome back, man.
Thank you.
Metal, you missed out on my Metal, you missed out on my new button.
Process these nuts.
I like it.
There, you heard it here, folks. Not laughing or anything. He just says he likes it, so he gives it his official seal of approval with a thumbs up.
Damn straight.
Okay, so Bandai Namco.
Oh, Namdai.
Or Bamco, whichever
now,
one.
with Bamco, not really much is known. Like, the only one I know that's possibly going to be shown more at E3, unless that's official release, is Code Vein.
Yes, and Code Vein is slated for a release very soon, isn't it?
Yes. I know it's coming. I know it's scheduled to release this year, but I don't know if it's like an official release. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. If anything, I expect there to be something new that's anime related. That's probably going to show up at the Xbox presser from Bandai Namco.
Oh yeah, like what happened? What's been going on for the last 2 years, right?
Yep, with 2017, of course, it was Dragon Ball Fighters, and then last year was both Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition as well as Jump Force. So there's got to be
There's got to be some anime game.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, My Hero one. Like they had that fighting one, but I think they have another one up their sleeve.
Oh yeah, they have to.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially since how popular My Hero Academia is right now, you know they want to capitalize on as many games as possible.
So popular that when I went to Anime Boston, it felt like it was the only anime around.
Now, here's a good question. I know one of the IPs from Bamco, and we were just talking about for a prior installment, is the Tales of series.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been any news like on an official new game in the franchise being announced for E3 this year or not?
No.
Okay.
You probably won't hear any news for a new Tales of game until the Tales of Festival that comes up.
So later in the year, basically. All right.
Mm-hmm. Because that's when they usually would announce a brand new game in their mainline mothership titles.
Okay.
Basically, for those of you who don't know, the mothership line of Tales games, they're basically the main separate entries that you see on front-end consoles.
Okay.
So, yeah, I doubt we're going to be hearing anything related to that this year. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they actually made a tease.
I could see that at least. Not like a full reveal or announcement, but like a tease of an announcement. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's going to be anything Dragon Ball related, because we had...
It would surprise me if there wasn't.
Exactly, yeah.
Because they just had the Super Dragon Ball Heroes that came out on both the PC and the Switch not too long ago.
And plus, with the supposed rumors going around that Dragon Ball Super's anime is going to be returning this summer, or there's going to be an announcement of its return inevitably, I do see like I do see a big announcement being safe for E3 for them at least.
Yeah, like what do you think? Like maybe Xenoverse 3?
I was just gonna say a new Xenoverse.
Or probably something else that isn't Xenoverse, because we are getting that ARPG from
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I forgot about that. That action RPG that was announced at the Game Awards, wasn't it?
Whatever, Project. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
forgot about
Project
that. Yeah.
Z or whatever. I think it was called.
Man, I'm
You definitely seeing more of that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
I got an idea about Namco. How many years has it been since Tekken finally came out on consoles? This June. It'll be what?
That'd be 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. 2-year anniversary. Now I can see character announcements done at EVO, but I wouldn't doubt if there was a DLC announcement for a new mode or something for anniversary at E3.
How about a revamped story mode that pretty much plays in the similar vein as the prior entries, and not just only one battle per character in story mode.
God, that got on my nerves. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if we saw some stuff for Soul Calibur too. So.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just talking about this with Jared the other day, right, dude?
Yeah.
Like, in the comparisons between Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5, like, in my eyes, both have been disappointing this generation in regards to their fighters. However, I feel like Tekken 7 has the better basic package, but they still have the same exact problems that Capcom did with Street Fighter 5, and that's post-DLC content, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, going back to Dragon Ball for just a second, I was going to say that you think that the possibility of Xenoverse 3 may be something, but I gotta ask, should we really expect something like that anytime soon? Because we all know that Xenoverse 2 is pretty much their basic games as a service model for Dragon Ball games right now, aside from just fighters.
Here's the thing.
True, but
I have a 50-50 split on it, because on one hand, I wouldn't mind if there's a Xenoverse 3, but at the same time, you just announced an ARPG just last year.
Oh, they do multiple Dragon Ball games.
Yeah, I get that, but since they're kind of similar, like in regards to being RPGs, wouldn't that be...
No, they're not. They're not. They're both action.
Right.
But Xenoverse has always been MMO. And this one's purely first single player.
Okay, but you understand what I'm getting. Like,
I'm not saying I'm expecting Xenoverse with that as
right,
well.
but my fear is like,
I
wouldn't it hurt one or the other if they're coming out the same year?
If they came out the
As
same
long as
year,
they space them out, I think there won't be an issue.
yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're kind of going after two different markets here, because
Yeah, exactly. One
like
single
Cal
player-
said,
yeah.
Xenoverse is more the MMO style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you have to like team up with other people to do missions and etc.
Yeah.
Whereas, by the sounds of it, this Project Z or whatever is gonna be more akin to something like, say, a Kingdom Hearts or something, where it's an entirely a single player affair.
In other words, it's more traditional RPG. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically.
let's just hope that the freestyle combat is actually a lot more is about as smooth as Kingdom Hearts and not something like say Jump Force, because
Yeah.
Oh, God.
those attacks are just god
I
awful.
saw that game in person at Anime Boston, and I was like, man, no.
Coming next year, Jump Force 2.
Whoa, I
Yeah.
mean, they did hint at the end from what I saw.
There's
Yeah.
still
So-
DLC that hasn't come out for it, but yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
but I think we can all agree that Spike Chunsoft is not a good fighting game developer.
Oh God, no.
They're good for mecha games.
They did a good job with the in-game renders,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it.
Yeah. Anything else from Bandai Namco?
Well, as much as I'd love to see it, and I know it's not going to happen, I'd love to see them maybe announce some more Gundam games for North America.
I can,
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
It'd be nice, even though it's in English, official GBO2 American release.
Yeah, like bring something like that over, or maybe again, I doubt they're gonna announce like Gundam versus 2 or anything like that. But
or I was gonna
you
say,
never know.
I was gonna say even better, and I want to pose this to Bandai Namco. Hey, Bamco, how about getting some more Super Robot Wars games over here?
I was just gonna say Double R.
Yeah, bring Tio.
Yeah, that would be
God damn
nice.
it.
Go over officially.
For
Yeah.
God's sakes! I mean, there are people
'Cause that
who want to play more, aside from just
You know,
three games we
You
got.
guys hit the nail on the head, because the sad thing about that property, it could have the same renaissance that Sega has been having with its Yakuza IP overseas.
Mm-hmm.
If marketed and handled
because
properly like how Yakuza has been.
SRWT. I know there's copyright and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I remember correctly, the series that are particular in T, they're all American. They all have American like Cowboy
Right.
Bebop has been here released.
They have
Magic-
Western counterparts, basically.
Exact. Magic Knight Rayar has been here released.
Yeah, Gurren Lagann.
Nadesco.
Yep.
Those are all shows that have had American releases.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
North American releases.
So basically, it's the exception to the
Right.
rule. I get what you're
I
saying.
forgot our buddy here is Canadian, and it affects him too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, would like to see talk about long shots. We were talking about this last night, and Harada said no, but it'd be nice if he surprised us with Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
Harada is that type of person, to be fair. But if it's not that, I like to see as a we're sorry because of what happened with that game. I know it's not going to happen because the Prior and Stone bombed, supposedly, sales-wise, but I will love to see a Tekken Tag 3 being announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's about that time. Yes, right.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years on console, but what, 5 years altogether? 7's been out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's about time for a tag because they always do that, a tag in between the main games.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Namco Bandai did something else.
Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Well, yeah, I would like to see an arcade racing game finally. Oh, sweet God, we just lost like very few. Well,
Yeah, no. What else? Oh, jeez.
Apologies about that, guys.
I can't really think of anything else from Bandai Namco
No.
at this time.
Yeah.
Just
For Bamco, we
every
did just
time.
bring up
Yep.
Tekken.
So,
aren't they? They're the IP holder rights to the Digimon series, right? Because of
yes,
Yeah.
yes, they are.
yes.
because
They
of
Yeah.
Bandai back in the day, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are.
Don't they have that game coming out for PC and Switch? That survival game.
Yep.
I could see more info being shared at E3.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if it's gonna be either at Microsoft or Nintendo. I could see it being more for Nintendo because I don't see the Xbox community or even more specifically the seeing it there. Like I will be surprised, but I see it being more likely at the Nintendo Direct the following day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, with Namco, yeah, like there's not really that much that we can speculate on.
Yes, watch after we're done. Everything. Oh crap, we forgot about this.
Yeah, we forgot about this, and this. Yeah, it usually happens.
That's exactly. So next,
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Ubi.
Now this one's a little easier.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially what I just posted earlier, thanks to a couple of people over at Reset Era.
Yep.
About the new Assassin's Creed.
No, I was talking about the new Ghost Recon.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because we've been murmurs that they're gonna announce the next one in like I think a day or two here.
Yeah, in fact, tomorrow the big live stream was gonna happen, and it's been leaked that it's actually going to be a sequel to 20. When did Wildlands release? Was it 2016 or 2017?
2016 was
2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sequel to that game, and it looks like John Bernthal. Most people who would know him as
the Punisher.
Yeah, from the Netflix series. He looks like he's going to be the main antagonist for the upcoming sequel.
Ooh.
And what's his name from The Walking Dead?
Yeah, Shane.
Shane. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that looked like that was leaked, and it's going to be officially announced tomorrow for their official live stream. So look forward to that. Yeah, but for Ubisoft, I don't know that thing is official. That what you brought up talking about regards to Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish it was official because from the overall explanation of it being set in the Viking era setting of Norway, I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like. From what they've been doing the last couple, games with, taking place in not only last year's entry with Odyssey, but also the following year's Origins being set in respectively both Egypt and Greece. I know a lot of people would like to see a Japanese setting, but that would just be the most. It'd be the most basic for Assassin's Creed.
I could definitely see that like being the very last thing, in case if they wanted to go out with a bang with Assassin's Creed before going on like a very long hiatus.
Yeah, no, and I do agree with that, but I like this. I like what they're doing now because they're going with choices that a lot of people, funny enough, wouldn't think, but it would make sense when you look and play the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're going with the most unexpected is what I'm saying in regards to those entries. But yeah, since the next game has been confirmed for coming out next year, because as we all know, the next year is officially going to be the first E3 where we hear about these consoles, both the PS5 and whatever the next next box is going to be called.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious of what the official Assassin's Creed game is going to be for E3 2020 for its reveal, or if we're going to see an early teaser for this year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now,
again, for all it could be a cross-gen title too, but yeah.
Now, speaking of Ubisoft, I'm kind of curious whether or not if they're actually going to be doing another Nintendo IP-centric game for the Nintendo Switch, like they did with Mario plus Rabbids, Kingdom Battle, as well as Starlink Battle for Atlas with the Star Fox content.
It would be nice because say what you will about Ubisoft with the Wii U, that was the only exception to the rule with their collaboration with Nintendo. Like, out of all the publishers, Ubisoft has been the most loyal in regards to the third parties.
Oh, they sure have.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not be surprised. Now the question is, what would the IP be?
Well, they already did Mario and they did Star Fox. Maybe I'd like to see
Donkey Kong.
Well, I'd like to see them try.
They technically did Donkey Kong 2 with the DLC for Raven.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Kingdom Battle.
I would like to see them either try like The Legend of Zelda or possibly even Metroid.
It would make sense because Metroid Prime 4 is still being in development over at Retros. That would make sense. It would be a nice way to tie it in, too.
Yeah, before Prime 4.
Mm-hmm. But that's the question. Like, what would be the right IP? Not only with Metroid, but more specifically, which Ubisoft IP? Would it be a new IP or would it be an already existing IP?
But
Tom Clancy's The Division Metroid version.
If you want to go that crazy, I wouldn't.
All right,
Well,
how
it's not
about
going to be that. It's
how-
not going to be that
how?
insane.
I was going to say, you brought up the theme of war. How about a new Advance Wars?
That would be nice.
Huh. It would be nice to see, and helmed by Ubisoft. That actually might be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I seem to be one of the few people who actually enjoyed Tom Clancy's End War. But,
Oh yeah, that was that was an underrated Tom Clancy.
well, that and Hawks, which are two things I'd like to see come back, but probably never will.
I know.
Now,
Yeah.
would we also see I know this may be a long shot, but like a first gameplay reveal for Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Crap, I forgot about
Most
that.
likely.
It's possible.
Because you know why I think it's possible, Jeff?
Why?
Next gen hardware.
The thing I brought up earlier with the upcoming Assassin's Creed. That's true.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, Beyond Good and Evil 2, I've had this weird feeling that it's not just an exclusive next-gen console game. I think it's a cross-gen title.
Yeah. Could be.
Especially for how long Beyond Good and Evil 2 has been in development for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, winding up being the case.
Of course, there's other games we can expect to see, like Just Dance 2020.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You
say
know,
we
think,
will with the series. I don't care about it, but
ubiquitous by
it does
this
rake in the money for Ubisoft. So
Mhm.
when it
It
makes
rakes
think,
in a surprisingly large amount of money for Ubisoft. So
yeah,
Do you think
like to the point where what was it? 2019 was like the very last original Wii game ever
Yep.
officially licensed
yes, it was.
before they finally decided to kill it off. For good.
I had no idea why they did that for Just Dance. Was it 2017 or 2018 where they decided to release a Wii port of that game, which made no
Well,
sense.
Just
more
were extremely popular on the original Wii. So
none of that.
yeah,
The more software you have involved, regardless if a system is still being supported or not, the
Yeah.
more income you're gonna get back. You know what I mean?
I suppose that's
God,
true.
just look at the FIFA games. They
PS2?
get
Exactly. Yeah. Like say we want about EA, it's the same thing with
Forever.
Ubisoft. You know what I mean, dude?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
If it's extremely popular, IP like Just Dance, like FIFA or whatever, yeah, you're gonna see generation or even 2 generation old ports coming
Mhm.
for new games.
so
You hope that a new Splinter Cell will be announced finally?
Yes, and honestly, I don't think it's going to be at Ubisoft's thing because of the relationship they've had with Microsoft, and more importantly, it originally debuting exclusively on the original Xbox back in the day. I think it's going to be unveiled at Microsoft's event, to be honest.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
do feel like this is going to be the year that we do see, Sam Fisher's big return.
I certainly hope so.
And I know this may be a long shot, but I hope there's something new in regards to Rayman.
I was about to say Rayman.
I think they will.
Brand new because shoot, there's so much of the rabbits I could take,
Yeah.
But I'm ready for a follow-up to Rayman Legends, to be honest.
and
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying there will be, but what do you think of the shots of a new Watch Dogs? Or is that?
Oh, that's realistic.
that might be a bit too soon.
It's known it's in development, but I agree with Kyle because I think they're going to save that for 2020 because unlike with Beyond Good and Evil 2, that being a cross-gen title, I feel that the first one, funny enough, is going to be exclusive to next-gen consoles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else in regards to Ubisoft?
Let me see, Rayman.
We talked about Tom Clancy for a bit, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We did dabble a little bit on Assassin's Creed.
I mean, you guys didn't talk about new games, but DLC though.
You finish off, Kaus, then I have another.
Let's say a Starlink DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they just already have that new content pack come out for
They
Starlink?
did, yeah.
And it also just made its PC debut for Uplay, so yeah.
Hmm. That's a possibility. And speaking of like DLC/seasons, wouldn't surprise me if we saw some more information about the upcoming, year or whatever for Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Unless they finally decide to put out, a 2.
Mm-hmm.
But
or do
because like it's on its 4th year,
Yeah,
going on
but-
its 5th year,
but
so it
to be
wouldn't surprise me if they eventually just decide let's just
just
roll
two
out
hours
a 2.
or more of it just acts right there. I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I feel like honestly, like since it's funny you brought up Siege, I feel like that it's gonna become more of a legacy game, and either this year or next year, it's more likely they're gonna probably announce a Return of Roots Rainbow Six single player installment.
That would be interesting too, because like Siege is definitely has like the multiplayer kind of gameplay thing kind of locked down, because it's actually quite a good experience. But
Yeah,
I definitely like to see a return to the more like tactical kind of OG Rainbow Six kind of stuff.
right.
So,
Because I'll say this about Ubisoft in the most positive light. Like, say what you will about EA, they're the opposite of EA, because where EA sees every IP going forward being exclusively games as a service, always online. For Ubisoft, and from what I've heard through the interviews with Yves Guillemot, their CEO, will that be the case? They are also stating it's not going to be for all of the IPs. It's going to be for IPs, either old or new, that makes the most sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
yeah. Yeah, because something like Rainbow Six Siege, that makes perfect sense for games as a service. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, like I said, it's going into its 5th year. But then other stuff, like, say, your Rain Mans or your...
It doesn't. You know what I mean? Because,
for some of the other IPs, it doesn't make sense. Like the Rabbids, it doesn't make sense to make the Rabbids as a game as a service kind of experience.
Where's our next Prince of Persia at, Ubisoft?
Very good question.
That would be a nice surprise. I can see that happening, especially with the Assassin's Creed series winding up, because it was confirmed a couple of years ago they do have an ending in mind set for the entire series. So I do see an inevitability that we will see a new game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With it's funny you guys brought up Rayman, because I would love to see a continuation from Legends. But here's the intriguing question: with the next gen coming ahead, which would you like to see more of? The continuation of the 2D section, or do you guys want to see a return to form in regards to the 3D, a la, like, say, Rayman 2 or Rayman 3?
Actually, I wouldn't mind if there was a mashup between both 2D and 3D.
Like a Sonic Generations style kind of
Yeah,
thing.
kind of something like that.
That would be nice, especially if an upcoming anniversary for the series is bound to happen in the next couple of years. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
The original Rayman is still one of my favorite games ever. Like the way it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like say what you will about, because it came out around 95, 96.
Yeah, 90. Yep.
Yeah.
And if I recall, it was a hand-drawn game, and it still holds up today.
Exactly.
It was,
That game's
yeah.
still pretty, man. That game still looks great.
It is still very sexy.
All right, so there's nothing else for Ubisoft.
No, but the funny thing is, like the prior ones we talked about, from what we gathered, I think they're gonna have either way a solid showing when they do their presser this year.
We're on a high note. Let's go down. Let's
go down.
Let's go down.
And let's do a twofer.
Oh boy.
Because I want to get them both. Excuse me for. I don't think you won't be offended if I wanted to get both Snack Division and EA.
Oh God, no, wouldn't be offended
at the same time.
And,
all right. Okay. Yeah.
And speaking of Activision,
It's the new Call of Duty with the main packs and the special editions console.
I mean, that's kind of a given at this point.
Yes.
So.
I mean,
the only thing EA has is there's a Star Wars game coming, right? That's actually for
they
not
Jedi.
the last Jedi, Fallen Order. Yes.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order, which It actually doesn't look too bad, and by the sounds of it, it actually might turn out to be pretty good because they've already confirmed it is single player, no microtransactions whatsoever.
And you got,
You know what I mean?
and I think you got the director for the game is the guy who directed God of War 3. Helm me
Yep.
up.
Yeah. So
Oh,
there's a lot of hope for Fallen Order. So we'll hopefully see.
You know
some-
why there's justifiable faith in it? Because it's being developed by Respawn.
Wait. Let me ask Beto again. There's a lot of hope, you say, eh? Would you
Yeah.
say it's a new hope?
Oh.
I got
Barbara came in. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise if we maybe see some new modes or something for Battlefront 2, since
Yeah.
believe it or not, that's still going, and it's actually not that bad of a game. I mean, it definitely had a bullshitty rocky start, but
Oh god, yeah.
Mhm.
especially with the new like capital supremacy mode and everything, it's actually pretty damn good. For like, it's actually pretty good. Like the single player story is still kind of shit, but
Of course.
Which
But
is
the
a shame
multiplayer-
because
Yeah,
it's
which
the
is a
Star
shame.
Wars license.
yeah, but the multiplayer stuff is actually pretty good.
I mean, yeah,
So-
I remember seeing it back then when it first
Yeah.
did its first showing back in 2017. It looked like a great
The
game.
actual
It's
game,
beautiful.
the actual gameplay was fine. I remember playing the demo. It's like this.
Yeah.
Is fun.
Like,
It
like
is
I'm saying,
definitely
the
a step up
multiplayer
from
stuff
the
is-
first
is
Battlefront,
fine.
but
Like the multiplayer part of it's fine. It's the single player part that's complete bullshit.
Exactly,
But,
Yeah, same thing with the first Battlefront. I remember my dad got it. So like, yeah, this is a really fun game. But it's like, that's it. There's nothing. Everything's online. I don't. My
And like
dad.
I was saying, and it wouldn't surprise me if we maybe do see a second story expansion
yeah.
that maybe ties into Rise of Skywalker.
Mhm.
If you're just joining us, we're talking about EA and Activision at the same time.
Yeah, just to get them out of the way. But if there is going to be a third Battlefront, because of how mixed to low response it was for both titles, if it's going to be DICE again, I wish they'd take a look back at the first two from Pandemic and see why those two worked so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it would probably be a good idea.
It would, and I'm not mashing DICE because I can see them making a great game out of the Star Wars IP. It's just I'm just so befuddled how they've really screwed the pooch with the IP. You know what I mean?
Yep. Now, I don't expect to hear any news in regards to BioWare.
Well, was that? Is that everything with EA and? EA. BioWare's EA. Right.
Yeah.
And then, of
The only-
course,
I mean, with the recent,
Anthem.
talk about Anthem
Like-
flopping to the point where it's possibly gonna go free to play.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's already been confirmed, I think, from Jason Schreier over at Kotaku that development and future support has been switched over to their satellites, studio, Austin, who's
Yeah.
also the developer of the Old Republic. And the main team over at Edmonton is now full-on
Working on Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
Yeah.
I could see a little bit more with Dragon Age, but the fingers crossed for me. I'm really hoping to hear a surprise announcement in regards to acquisitions over at Microsoft. I want them to get freaking BioWare back.
That would be hella interesting,
Agreed.
Yeah.
to say the least.
Just get far away from EA, because whether you agree with EA's future or not in regards to them seeing just, what their layout is in regards to, always online microtransaction filled games, BioWare does not fit that mold.
Nope. And then for DICE, do you think we'll possibly hear a new Battlefield?
Wouldn't surprise me, especially if it's, again, it's going to be more, like, what am I looking for? If it's maybe more in the live service kind of space.
I mean, they
As
have to,
opposed-
because I just realized, guys,
Yeah.
they're reaching up, they're creeping up to that expiration of their original contract they signed way back in 2013,
You're right, actually,
Mhm.
yeah.
because they had the license for a decade.
Makes you wonder.
It's possible, dude. It is possible.
Makes you wonder.
And sports games we don't need pretty much give a
I mean,
crap about.
oh wow, a new FIFA, a new
You know, the
NBA,
usual.
new NHL. Wow, exciting.
a new Command and Conquer's getting made. Oh wait, it's for smartphones only.
Oh, don't remind me. I felt bad for what Gina Bain said about about her now late husband, freaking Total Biscuit. When she said on stream, "I am so glad my husband's not alive to see this."
Oh wow!
She actually said that. And knowing John, aka Total Biscuit, if he saw that when he was still alive, I could see him. Oh boy! You thought I was mad, and we weren't even streaming last year. Whew.
Oh, he would do this to. He would go up to EA and say this to them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't really think of anything else from EA or Activision, for that matter. Unless for Activision, I'm really hoping for a Switch port of Spyro Reignited trilogy.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice, but knowing Activision
Probably
is
not
just
gonna
like
happen.
Capcom in regards to supporting the Switch.
Yeah, but of
Don't
course,
expect it to
we
happen.
also know about Crash Kart Racing coming out for all platforms, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, that's coming out soon,
Next.
too, funny enough, next month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, the EA Snack Division terrible duo has been defeated.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to. Oh wait, funny enough, these may be terrible, these may not be terrible, depending on who you ask. And that's Konami.
Yeah.
Konami's got good stuff going on, but some people are still salty. So
Yeah.
For some idiotic reason. I'll take that back because I can understand, but at the same time, it's just, how long has it been now?
since Metal Gear Survive,
No, just this whole crap of them,
and
the
their
fans being pissed and,
and their mistreatment of employees. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got me. I just want to. I don't care
It's
about.
probably been happening for a while. It just really came to a head with
Yeah,
Kojima in
exactly.
2015.
Mhm.
2015. There you go.
Yeah, it just that's just when it all came to a head.
Public. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From Konami, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually heard an announcement of a new Metal Gear in development. I mean, there was that tweet from vocalist singer Donna Burke, who sung the main theme for Metal Gear Solid 3. She tweeted and said, "Kept you waiting, huh?" So, and that's Snake's popular catchphrase,
Yeah.
so there is a possibility that there is a new game in development.
But you know what the sad thing is, Kyle? If they do announce like a true next installment for the series without Kojima's involvement, the fanboys are not going to be happy because, oh, look what happened to Survive. I'll say this right now. I'm not the biggest fan of survival games, but I think it's a competent survival game just with the IP attached to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And two, who cares
Yeah.
if Kojima's involved or not? As a fan of the series, I think Kojima being away from his creation is the best thing possible. I mean, would you guys agree?
Arguable, yeah.
Yes. I would say if it is a new Metal Gear, either it be a new installment or reboot, or at least a new installment of Metal Gear Rising.
Personally, I would prefer a reboot because here's the beautiful thing about this. We could either get a remake built from the ground up of Metal Gear Solid, or something that I want to see before Metal Gears 4 and 5 came out, and that's a current gen or next gen remake of both the original Metal Gear 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Bring back David
That could
Hayter,
happen.
please.
Like me,
Mhm.
I'm kind of like along those lines too. Like I would definitely love to get a Revengeance 2
Mm-hmm.
or
Mhm.
Metal Gear Rising 2 because that's just such a great game and
And personally,
And personally,
yeah,
I could
David's
definitely,
playing it.
I could definitely
Yeah.
see like another developer working on it if they cannot get Platinum Games to do it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I would say like a Grasshopper Manufacturer, or possibly
that would be
even,
a perfect
It'd
fit.
be interesting to get
Or-
Grasshopper. Yeah,
or maybe even Arc System Works. But then again,
That would be awesome.
but
Now, Kyle, you said you hope David Hayter would come back. Honestly, I think that's more realistic now with Kojima being away from Konami than he was still there when
No,
he was
that's true.
in 5.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Because people
It
didn't
was like
forget,
Kojima.
they too had a fallout.
Yes,
a really
they did.
Bad one.
Mhm.
There was Kojima's like, I want big actors. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because I don't want to be a director, but I totally want to be a film director. And funny enough, you brought up what you want to see. if there's one IP revival I want to see, and it's sadly tied to Metal Gear Solid because the fanboys will be Venomous 2 because of what happened in Kojima, Silent Hill.
Since Konami's so darn always going back to their IPs, but with just re-releases, I want to see if they got to do another remake MGS 1 and 2, yeah.
That would be nice.
But I want to see new, and I mean new, and not remake or re-release. I want to see new Castlevania already.
Yes, new Castlevania, new Contra.
They keep re-releases. Do people want it? You obviously see people want a new Castlevania from the sales. Mm-hmm. So get a new one.
Yeah,
you know my dream announcement would be 2 new Castlevania games. One that's a traditional 2D game, and one that's a full-fledged 3D game. Like what happened with like what happened with freaking Lords of Shadow, but more refined.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to see if Konami's gonna do anything. It's Castlevania Contra. Funny enough, when y'all said Contra, I forgot that.
Oh yeah.
How about Mystical Ninja, please?
Goemon. Hey, Switch, Nintendo, Switch. You want?
Yeah.
It's funny because I know Konami circulated a survey a while back about some
they did.
IPs that people want to invest in, and one of the IPs listed there was Sunset Riders.
Ooh.
That would.
So, it might be interesting to see if we get a return to an arcadey scrolling like retro style shoot 'em up from like a remake / new like Sunset Riders game.
Or I just realized something, Metal. You brought up something that is tied to a recent announcement. You guys remember the Konami Arcade Collection they announced for all platforms, right? Mm-hmm. And they just announced a Volume 1, right?
Yeah.
I think in a supposed Volume 2 that will most likely be announced at E3, one of the games would be the arcade release of Sunset Riders.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I think you're onto something, dude.
Yeah. Because I know that one was what was it, Gradius and like Life Force / Salamander.
Haunted Castle.
Haunted Castle, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Poor man's Castlevania with Simon Belmont looks like
Castlevania game of release.
Yep. Poor man's Castlevania that has Simon Belmont in it that looks like he has a broomstick shoved right up his ass.
Yeah.
I want to see some Hudson Soft games.
Yes.
Konami, you already know where I'm going.
Yeah. Thank you. I was about to say that, Kyle.
I said you already know where I was going, and both of y'all just like,
yep.
Blah, blah. You didn't let me build up.
It's crazy because
I was going to say Bomberman.
Revival of fighters these last couple of years. You would think that Konami would jump on that.
You think they would?
You guys are already in rant mode. I wanted to build up by saying Bomberman first, then Bloody Roar.
Wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair, they already did with the Switch game, right?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
And that was a couple of years ago, and it did have a PS4 and an Xbox release, I think, last year, right?
And then Bloody Roar, of course. I wouldn't mind it being Switch exclusive, if it had to be.
How about Adventure Island?
Oh my God!
Adventure Island is something we haven't seen anything from for a while.
Wow, what's that? Well, Super Nintendo was the last one, wasn't it?
Actually, it was the GameCube remake or the WiiWare remake of Adventure Island.
Oh wow!
So maybe almost like close to 15 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, in regards to Konami IPs, I
Adventure Island was my cousins had that game on NES.
Yeah, that's one of their oldest franchises.
I used to just play that all the time on their NES.
SNES version was best because it had Yuzo Koshiro composing.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah, it did. But with the Goemon, I think the last Goemon game, since we were talking about that earlier, the last one that was released on consoles was that Japan exclusive DS game, right? That came out, I think, like a decade ago, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? I don't know. Does Data East? Who owns Data East? Does Konami own Data East? Are they still their own thing?
I don't.
Let me check.
Yeah, why don't you check and see who has Data East's rights to their properties?
I'm actually checking right now.
I'm on there right now myself.
Because they have put out those Data East collections, so you figure that there's somebody who at least got the rights to their catalog of IPs.
I'd like somebody to put out Jollico stuff, but
that would be nice.
Marketing firm owns Jollico. Konami, if you're out there, and I doubt it that you're watching our stream, but if one of you 4 viewers is Konami, purchase Jollico from whatever that marketing firm is, and do a re-release of the Rushing Beat series.
We're gonna get a new rival turf.
Okay,
they beat the final boss. What?
I found a courtesy of Wikipedia. Most of the video game library was acquired by Gmode, a company that's suited for mobile game content back in February of 2004.
I see.
Oh,
yeah.
However, some games are owned by Payon Corporation instead of Gmode.
Really?
Yeah. So it looks like it looks like their IPs are splintered by various corporations.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
like Arc System Works has some, D4 Enterprises, Katakawa Games.
Well, if ArcSys,
Technos Japan.
Yes.
If ArcSys or Technos has Joe and Mac, I want to see a new Joe and Mac.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Caveman Ninja Joe and Mac.
Oh, that would be nice.
Joe and Mac or Congo's Caper.
That was the first game me and JonTron talked about, and that was our first ever conversation, and we argued over it. He was like, "Joe and Max sucks." I'm like, "You suck," and then he got more subscribers. I was like, "Well, I lost that one. I guess I gotta hold that L."
Well, hey Jerry, no wonder he didn't want to join us. He was salty about that conversation.
About the bickering about Joe and Mac.
I know. Who knew?
Which Joe and Mac game was the best?
Joe and Mac 2.
Congo's Caper.
Yeah, that usually is the case. The sequel is always a better one.
Congo's Caper was like the third one. It was like a completely like different style.
No. It was the second one, whereas Joe and Mac 2, that was the third game.
Oh, that's right. The first one was straight up like, yeah. Then it became Joe and Mac 2.
Yes.
Wait, I just realized. Since we're talking about possible reboots, doesn't Konami also own the IP to Bonk?
Yes.
I think they do.
Wow,
yes.
Bonk.
Yes.
Yo, Konami should do that.
A TurboGrafx 16 collection.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
That would be nice.
Because get some classics on there like Splatterhouse, Bomberman '94.
Oh,
some of the other,
yeah.
like, good ones.
Keith Curragin Alpha Zones and Ninja Spirit.
Yeah.
And all those classic shoot 'em ups that were on TurboGrafx.
Yeah.
And Fighting Street.
Yes.
AKA the first
that
Street
one
Fighter.
Godzilla fighting game. That one Godzilla fighting game they released for the Turbo CD in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And
I wonder how rare that is.
Yeah.
I wonder myself too.
Probably fairly.
Anyway, who should we talk about next?
All right.
Well, we got Sega.
Sega.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I'm gonna be hype over.
Oh, I think that's what I
There's
think.
plenty-
I think all of us are gonna be hyped for Sega.
There's plenty to talk about with Sega, thankfully.
Well, yeah, especially recently with them saying, yeah, we're going to focus on, our older existing IPs as opposed to going after new ones. So,
Well, no, but they also said that they're. If I'm. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about Capcom. My bad, because they.
We'll get
talk
to them
about
eventually.
we'll talk about them in a bit.
So Sega, I'm gonna start slow.
Yep.
Streets of Rage 4.
Oh yeah.
By them, but it is still their property.
Yes.
And they announced it. Haven't heard much. PAX East supposedly had a demo, so there's got to be something being shown.
There's got to be platforms announced for it.
Confirmed platforms, yeah. Because even with its announcement earlier this year, there was not any.
It just said coming. Coming for what? It's coming.
It's just coming.
It's just box manning.
You the cut. We're you the
Oh,
cut.
jeez.
We're the comma. You the cummies.
No, I just realized the most terrifying thing, guys. We hear at E3 that it's coming out exclusively for the Intellivision Amico.
Oh no!
I can see that happening.
No!
No! Don't do this to me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh no!
People on us. Pretty slow with Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, so there's got to be, especially like I said, there was already a PAX East demo for it, so it's got to be far enough along to show off more. And that's already slow. And again, as Sakura Wars, if it's not Japan only, we'll hear something about it here.
Yeah, and we'll just call this. We'll just call this new Sakura Wars Tite Kubo Sakura Wars.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it officially called Shin Sakura Wars?
Shin Sakura Tyson, yes.
Oh, okay.
New Sakura Wars or
whatever.
Like
Shin Ikari Cast,
yeah.
But it is coming out to the West, that's for sure.
Oh,
it is. Well, there we go. We'll see more of that.
But it only has Japanese voice acting, no English dub whatsoever.
Although it's being developed and separately from Sega, like Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Still, Sega owns the name. I maybe Shenmue 3.
I would be. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised because it would be around the last push of marketing because isn't it coming out this August?
Yeah, in August.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, so and the E3's next month in June, so that makes perfect sense.
So yeah, get like a good look at like the gameplay and some of the features, etc.
There's some,
or
there's
at
like
least at least announce a Switch port of Shenmue 1 and 2 HD.
That too. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
This is another classic Sega property that not a fighter, Jeff. I'll get to that one.
I know.
It's a classic Sega property.
Again, we're slowly building up to that one. I know.
That I freaking can't remember now. If you think you can help me, that Sega announced back during Sega Fest that people wanted a new Jet Set, a new Sakura Wars. They announced Sakura Wars.
Still waiting on that new Jet Set.
Shinobi.
New Jet Set radio. Well, yeah, a new Shinobi would be nice too.
Afterburner.
But what was that the ones on the list they said that they are aware of?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, because
Yeah,
there was like the top two was like new Sakura Wars, and number 2 was a new Jet Set radio.
I just realized something, guys. We possibly might finally get the finalized list of games included in the
Mini?
Genesis Mini.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
And not to mention the fact that Sega's recently applied for new trademarks for Monkey Ball.
Oh,
that could be a surprise announcement. Yeah,
we might be getting like a new Super Monkey Ball or of some kind.
That's an IP I can see being announced as exclusive during Nintendo's Direct this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the original was an exclusive, if I recall correctly, for the GameCube, right?
I think so.
It was. It was only on GameCube. Now there's something else I want to bring up, but but Sega owns them. But I want to go. But is there any other classic property before I go to the fighting game?
Shining.
Shining.
A new Shining series.
There was
a Dragoon.
There was a new Shining already that came out. Yeah.
Yeah, Panzer Dragoon maybe.
But why not more Shining?
It's possible. I mean, I remember last year's Fez with that list. They do.
Matter of fact, my PS4 theme is a Shining theme right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's Shining waifus. I think I don't know what it's called, but
Shining Resonance Refrain.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was all just waifu elf ladies. I'm like, all right, that's a Kaos theme. That's a Kaos background, all right.
With skirty skirts.
Yeah. Junen hayain da yo.
Oh, fighting vipers. I know.
Fist of the North Star.
Oh,
okay.
Actually,
like a follow up to Lost Paradise,
or a Lost Paradise PC announcement.
No, I wasn't even talking about that at all.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I figured that. But
by the way, Yakuza Shin Yakuza Ichiban, whatever it's called. Yuga Gotoku Ichiban. Bloody haven't heard jack about that. They should talk about that already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 2 years since they announced it. Nothing. But yeah, Virtua Fighter 6. I'd like to see if they're actually working on it because it's been now. Oh, we've done Final Showdown, which yes is update and improve it, but it's still technically Virtua Fighter 5. And you remember when Virtua Fighter 5 came out? 2007.
Mm-hmm.
I was still in high school, man.
Yep.
And guess how old I'm gonna turn this year? 30.
30.
Damn.
And I was a teenager when. Come on, Sega. I've had debts in the family already.
You gotta honor Cal's father's wish.
I know, right?
Gotta honor him with more of the Brad Show.
Even if it isn't, I'll just say that to Sega. Like, yeah, that was my dad's dying wish. Yeah, honor it.
Do it.
Want to do Virtua Fighter 6?
Do it. Spread it.
So yeah, So if they do it, what do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be exclusive or multi-plat? Remember, 6 was
multi-plat.
I hope so. Do you think it'll be on Switch too, though?
Yes.
Yeah, I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, remember, 5 was exclusive to PlayStation until Virtua Fighter Online came out, and that was, oddly enough, exclusive to Xbox. And then Final Showdown came out. That was finally multi-plat. So I just hope they come out multi-plat right out the bat instead of doing these weird... It's exclusive for you! Nope, for you now. Okay, now you both get it.
Yep.
That's dumb.
It is.
And yeah, I hope they talk about Ryuga Gotoku Ichiban finally.
That would be nice.
With the new hero Ichiban.
Oh,
and with that said, I want to go to the thing I forgot. I said it. Sega owns Atlas. Shin Megami and all that jazz. What do you think they're gonna show? Remember, Shin Megami Tensei 5 was announced like 2 or 3 years ago, and nothing since.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, there's got to be something new in relation. They got to at least show gameplay because it's about time that they get around to doing that since it's been about a couple years. And not only that, but I really, really hope that there is an announcement for a Switch port for Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Yeah, because that was like the last Wii U game I wanted to try. That's like the last holdout game hasn't been ported yet. I also want to see more. Obviously, they're going to show more about that Persona 5 Scramble. They're going to show more of Royal. They're going to show more of. But I want to see because whoever is running at Ryuga Gotoku Studios at Sega needs to go and slap Atlas's head guy, because the Ryuga Gotoku guy has my idea where he says, I want the whole series available on a single console, so you don't have to go console on single generation, like that way you don't have to go back to the past generation and like, oh crap, because past generation consoles are harder to find always. Yes. Yada yada yada. So all the Yakuza games are coming out on the PS4 and eventually PC, hopefully. What the heck with Persona? It's only 5 on the PS4. Persona 4 and 3 people talk about a lot, but the people who played 5 can't really go back to play 4 and 3 because the Vita's dead and the PS2 is long dead.
Oh, yeah. But what's a Vita?
So could you please, I don't know, make a package of Persona 1 through 4? At least 3 and 4.
Or since you're big into fighting games, how about a Persona 5 Arena?
I was hoping
I think they're saving that, honestly, for next year.
I was hoping that was going to be the Scramble game. People thought
that's what all of us thought was going to be, or at least, Persona 5 to Switch, but no, it was that for some reason. Like, I'm glad you bring that up, Jerry, because I think, I think the biggest issue is? I think the fact that Sega being too lenient on Atlas is the problem.
Exactly. Yep. I think at least the Ryuga Gotoku people from Sega should go to Atlas and say, "Hey,
what the hell?
You should have all your series available and not have it on, not only have one game in the series available on the current console."
Yes.
Because you remember how we were talking about a couple of weeks ago how paranoid the creator of Samurai Kagura was with other consoles.
Yeah.
I feel like the head of Atlas is the same, but with PlayStation only. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I feel like they should do, if not a re-release, at least a re-release, man. I mean, I know, right? I'd like a remake, but at least a re-release. That can't be that hard. I know it's not that hard.
No, it's not.
No.
I've seen you guys do it. Also for Atlas SMT, the 5, what the heck's going on there? Persona. What else does Atlas have? Shoot. Catherine, they said that new Catherine.
Yeah,
Did that come
full
out?
body. That's a remake, but it comes out later this year.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna show more of that, or maybe not. Oh, what else is that? Bleeding Hat.
Etrian Odyssey,
Wow.
but that's usually for the handhelds.
Oh, you just reminded me. Persona Q2 has not come out here yet.
Yes, that is correct.
That's probably the last 3DS game.
Yeah, one of the last ones. Mm-hmm.
Whenever that comes out, that'll be like one of the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sega and Atlas.
Wait a minute. I was gonna say, did you bring up Project Judgment?
Judge Eyes, Project Judgment. Yeah, that's another Ryu Ga Gotoku Studios game.
Is that still being released for its original release?
Yes.
I don't know about the original, but it's still coming out. Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys
I know the whole thing that happened with the.
Yes, you do. But the viewers, if you guys don't know, out in the chat, one of the actors that was in the game was arrested for having the booger sugar.
To put it mildly.
Mm-hmm.
And so they delayed the game, but apparently, I guess not. Whatever. I just want to play the dang game. It ain't the main character, I'll tell you that much. So he's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't the one you're actually playing as, so there you go.
But
is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it for Sega and Atlas.
Well, other than just me wanting like a Sonic Mania 2.
I'd also like.
I would dig for that. I would definitely dig for that.
I'd also like a whatchamacallit.
Because it'll probably be next year when we hear about the new Sonic game from Sonic Team.
Like
Welcome
the proper one, yeah.
Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
And Fantasy Zone.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever coming back.
No.
Phantasy Star Online 2. That's still being
Golly.
a thing.
A new Phantasy Star, Sega. I don't care.
Phantasy Star 5 or 6 or whatever mainline installment, please.
Yeah.
Or
it's still badly popular here and in Japan.
Or
but they act like only Japan cares.
Or
even though there's a big Western audience asking over and over.
Or Afterburner, please. I would kill for a new Afterburner.
Give it up, Dragos. Give it up.
Would be nice.
Hulk Hogan playing Afterburner, but they were calling it like some space game.
Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say let's go on to Capcom.
Capscom.
Jeff, I got nothing, so this is yours.
I don't think I don't know what they're gonna have over at Capcom. Like the only thing that we know so far is the announcement of, for some inept reason, Devil May Cry 1 is coming to the Switch this summer.
Just one.
Just
the first
one.
Not even the trilogy.
Not the HD collection, which makes no sense.
Just the first game.
Yo, the first one that
does.
Boy, yes. Capcom's been really supportive to Nintendo lately, huh? Wrong.
You think, right?
I mean, heck. I mean, we were talking about that, how Sega has been way more, but even Konami's been more supportive.
I know, right?
But in terms of anything new, I remember Jun Takeuchi claiming that they had, at the earlier parts of this year, he said that they have a new game that they're going to announce this year that's going to blow everybody's loads when they announce it.
Yes, he did say that, and for those who need clarification, he is the producer behind the Resident Evil franchise. Mm-hmm. So what I think it is, I do feel like it's a remake to Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Yeah.
Or could it be Dead Rising 5 or Dino Crisis, possibly?
We've heard rumors of a new Dino Crisis.
Yeah, it's either Dino Crisis remake or RE3 remake, because I do feel like there is going to be another Dead Rising, but it's going to be later down the road, possibly for next gen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And RE8, we already know it's in development, but I don't think it's ready yet to officially show. You know what I mean?
Next gen title for Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Possibly, because I know we've heard that it might actually be coming sooner than we expect because it's being developed by a third
party, yeah,
like a third party, and that it's probably
to clarify, RE3 remake.
Yeah, RE3 remake. is gonna maybe be showing up sooner than we think it will. So it's be interesting to see if we do see an announcement. But I know the rumors have been about a new Dino Crisis as of late, so would surprise me if he was heading up that.
Or it's possible it could be both for all we know. You know what I mean?
Oh well, who knows?
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I can't really think of anything else Capcom
Other than
related.
that,
What do you mean?
I don't know, Mega Man 12
Or Mega Man X9.
I think X9 is going to happen more than 12, to be honest, because they have been teasing that installment more than another OG installment for Mega Man. I know it's a shot in the dark, but since Capcom still wants to do it, and I know that Nintendo wants to publish it, Mega Man Legends 3.
Yeah. You know what else would be great? A Battle Network collection. Hey, a Nintendo.
Actually,
a Capcom. Yeah.
It looks like they might be making one for mobile. Because there's been a lot of hinting towards a new installment in the Battle Network franchise.
Have a good enough phone.
Or it would make more sense.
Yeah, that would.
Before I'd be mad, but after having played a lot of, as you see, I play a lot of strategy mobile games. So, like seeing how good they are now, Langrisser.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just hope it's good enough phone to play it.
Yeah, let's just hope. Let's just hope the fans in general don't make a hissy fit of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This may be.
What do you not have phones?
Yes.
Thank you.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I have another prediction, but this may be a shot in the dark, as we'll probably hear more about at Tokyo Game Show than E3. But hopefully, the announcement of Ace Attorney 7.
Yeah, that makes more sense for TGS. Now, if you want to see, you want to hear a real shot in the dark, Darkstalkers 4.
Ha! Pun intended?
Yeah.
You know what my shot in the dark is?
What?
I was gonna say Ace Attorney's Japanese name for some reason. No.
Gyakuten Saibon.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gyakuten Saibon, but like, wait a minute, that's Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
That's not. I was gonna say a new rival schools.
Yes. Funny enough, even though you and I are in polar opposites of IPs that we want to see return, that's actually the more realistic. Because funny enough, the main creative behind DMC5, he wants to make a new rival schools.
Yeah.
Hideaki Itsuno.
Yeah. Like, out of all that's the most realistic. So I can actually see that happening. Maybe that's what Jun Takahashi was saying. Who knows, dude?
Yeah.
Could be.
Who knows? Blow your look. Oh, it's Millie. Oh. It's
Tiff.
Yep.
That's the height. That's the overloaded height of it.
Yeah, it is.
What's sad is that we were just talking about when we literally just got on talking about Bandai. We were talking about how disappointment that game was.
I know.
Sad that it got so hyped for.
Now, honestly, it's funny we were talking about this earlier with the disappointment with Tekken 7 and with what Harada recently announced with the supposed cancellation of Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I feel the same way in regards
Something just came to my head.
How I feel about Tekken 8. I can wait for Street Fighter 6. You know what I'd like to see for the development team over at the Street Fighter division to get to get back into the swing of things? I know it sounds weird, but instead of doing another Marvel vs. Capcom,
it's not gonna sound weird to me if I know it. If you're going right.
Since you already had a comic that was released 12 months ago from Udon, Street Fighter Cross Darkstalkers.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to bring Darkstalkers back into the limelight, that's the perfect way to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good way to.
And
test
funny enough,
water.
they're both in the same universe. It's been confirmed through various Capcom fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Akuma is like. Apparently, Akuma. Yeah, he's known in the Makai world, but he's like a punk compared to Morrigan. Yeah.
Yep.
He's a small fry. Yeah. Something just came to my head about Capcom. And it has 2 Ds.
Done.
And I think you know.
Dragon's Dogma?
Yep.
Yes. Funny enough, another game that was spearheaded by freaking Itsuno.
There's gotta. If it keeps getting support, people still play it.
Dude, I hope there is a sequel. The only fear I have for a sequel, because of how this particular, platform's been on the PC side, I'd be extremely fearful that would be EGS exclusive. Dragon's Dogma 2, you know what I mean, as a Epic Game Store exclusive.
Oh yeah.
Now, to be fair, I'm not one of those people that are just shilling for Steam. I just want some, proper competition. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel you there, man.
So yeah, Capcom ain't got much.
No, they don't.
Probably.
This is one of the first E3s in a long time that they have little to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They might surprise us, but
maybe, Kyle, I think you're on. I think you're on the right path because I think they're saving their big guns for TGS. Now, granted, I think that's a bad move because honestly, who watches TGS announcements these days?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I'm not talking about Japan. I'm talking about the entire global audience. Like, because all the eyes for potential consumers are on something like, say, like E3 or funny enough, Gamescom, not TGS these days.
Right.
So I think you're right, but I think that's a bad mistake on Capcom's end, to be honest.
Oh,
you know
God,
what I mean?
yes. Considering how utter crap that they are right now, that is financially a very bad move.
No, the entire, and I know this sounds harsh, but the entire joke that Tokyo Game Show is.
oh god, there's two more companies, and then I have a question that's for all of them.
Okay.
Let's start small.
Yep.
With Devolver Digital.
Yes.
What do you think they're gonna do?
Well, we do know that they're doing because they did announce that re-release of Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe an official release.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully.
that's such an American game, and yet it never came out in America.
I'm still confused. It's the most American game to be made for America, and yet it was only released for Japan?
It's crazy.
That's like a game if put Canada. Canada's equivalent. It's like a game about like hockey and maple syrup, but it never came out in Canada.
I know, it came out in the U.S.
Yeah.
It came out everywhere but Canada.
And
But-
a
but,
game that's
not-
anti-Canadian would be like a game mocking their beer.
Not only that game, but a game that we saw revealed at their quirky press conference, which I think was confirmed that they're going to do another one this year too.
Yes.
Yay.
And I did see it's going to be extremely late, like it was last year at 11:30 p.m. for us.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to see more and an official release date for that game, My Friend Pedro. You know that weird side scroller that he's on?
I remember the name. Yeah.
He's on a skateboard and he has two
Yeah.
Uzis.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I like to see an official release date for that game. Hopefully at this year's E3 with their presser.
Yep.
Since they did do the publishing rights, I'm hoping for a new Shadow Warrior.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's been a couple of years since. Sorry, a little cotton mouth.
Hey, it's cool.
Sorry about that. Yeah, but Flying Wild Hog, they developed Shadow Warrior 2 a couple years ago, right?
Yes. Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
So maybe a new Shadow Warrior, or I'm hoping because of what's currently going on over at Gearbox, a surprise announcement that they acquired the rights to Duke Nukem.
Very nice.
That'd
Please?
be nice. We
Wait.
can we can
would.
only hope at this point.
John St. John, like finally.
And that's a sad thing because
Finally.
Randy said like,
I'm
"Oh, no
free.
one wants to do Duke." Not only the fans, but John St. John. If you see his Twitter and Facebook account, he wants to voice the character again.
Got that
I
right.
crack skulls, not safes.
Oh, you know what the fans really want?
I've got
movie.
balls of steel.
Yes, that's what the fans want. An R-rated movie. That's in the vein of Deadpool. And it's being starred by John Cena. First off, why would you get an actor who we can't see? And B, yeah, when I think of Duke Nukem, I totally think of Deadpool.
Ruthless aggression.
See, you get a cop.
When TGF, whenever we actually decide to follow through with affiliation, that's an emoji.
Mm-hmm.
That's an emoji.
Absolutely.
Box
Absolutely.
Cena box man at that.
Yes!
So, Devolver Digital, Jeff spoke. Now, Jeff, I want you to just twiddle your thumbs
Yeah.
while Visible and Double R say whatever they think Devolve.
I'm good with my piece in regards to Devolve and Digital.
I'm always saying that because I just want to move on right to.
Okay.
No, I get that. And B,
I really don't have much to say about Devolver.
I don't have anything else to say about Devolve or Digital.
There you go.
never mind.
Well then, there we go. All right, so next up is these guys. You know who they are. You know who they are. Bethesda.
Bethesda. Oh God.
Todd Coward.
You mean the Fallout 76, Jerry?
The Fallout 76, the Elder Scrolls Blades, where Bethesda is I showed the screenshot in Discord a couple months ago, remember? Where somebody did a beta test for Blades to try to name their town in Blades Fallout 76.
Yeah.
And the game said even Standar can't forgive a name that gross. Please rename your town.
Wolfenstein Youngblood, and we're screwing Nintendo Switch overs by only releasing the box with the download code.
What?
Ouch.
What?
Yeah, the all copies of Wolfenstein Youngblood on the Nintendo Switch are only being sold with the download code in the box, no cartridge.
Now, Todd, that's just being petty.
No, wait, would it actually be under Todd's fault for that?
I don't know.
It's the joke.
No.
I know.
Kyle, it's the joke.
Yeah, I know.
But he knows, so he just wonder. He's actually wondering who is in charge of.
More likely it's ZeniMax, the parent company.
Yeah, but still, that's stupid.
It is. No, I agree, but
So
really want to blame someone. It's the parent company. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be looking at they announced Elder Scrolls 6 last year.
I can tell you right now, don't expect any gameplay for that.
No. But I'm expecting a location, a region.
Yes.
Like the title, like the
Yeah.
Exactly, like an official title for.
Is it in
Yes.
Hammerfell, like everybody
Yes.
says?
Um.
I also want them to announce that they bloody. Now there's people that use the same engine. A guy named Zahacaron. It's ZHAK.
Yes, I know. I know which YouTuber you're talking about. Yes.
He went into depth about the Gamebryo engine and how other games use that engine but don't have the glitches, and it's because it isn't because of the engine, it's because they still use like 1.0 or something.
Yes.
Oh,
where every
God.
other company that uses that engine uses like the latest version, obviously.
That is terrible.
Hopefully
it's funny you bring it up because it's the same dang problem that Activision has with the Call of Duty games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So hopefully Todd Coward says we've at least updated the bloody engine to 3 whatever current, if they're gonna keep using it.
Or better yet, just make a brand new engine.
That's the hope. But if they're still gonna be lazy, at least update it.
Jerry, Bethesda being lazy. Have you not seen Fallout 76?
Oh Lord.
Oh, you mean the game where they made brand new God rays and there's brand new graphics with Tom?
Yeah.
Tom was saying all that. Remember, I was at your house. I was like, no.
It's player versus player combat. Oh, and you love talking to NPCs? Well, guess what? We have none of those in there. So it's all
exactly
lifeless.
Like Fallout 4. It's not even a little different from Fallout 4.
Best way to describe Todd Coward and his cohorts.
Babies! They're babies!
Oh Lord.
But realistically, the only thing I can say that I can actually see new gameplay or a first look at is Starfield.
Yeah, that too.
Their Mass Effect competitor, because that has, unlike Elder Scrolls 6, that has been in development, I think, since the original release of Skyrim.
Yes.
So they have to have something at least that they can show, like for a first look on stage for Starfield. But
here's an actual prediction. That's the hope. They're gonna talk about Elder Scrolls Blades. They're gonna be like, "Look, we updated it. You still want to play it?"
I actually can see that happening because, you know, with what happened with Fallout 76, I don't think they want another bomb.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think that's a prediction. I think that's a realistic
No, but that's exactly what a prediction is.
Yeah.
A realistic guess. Yeah.
Um,
That's why I said prediction.
Okay.
I would see
Prognostication, I guess.
Yes.
I could see new gameplay being revealed for Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not that, but an official release date too, because it's still
also
TBA 2019.
Mhm.
Also Rage 2.
Yes,
That's actually coming out this month, so no.
Oh,
It's like next. It's like what is it like next week?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Mhm.
Rage 2 is
geez,
next
Jeff.
week.
well, jeez, Jeff, you don't let me know nothing.
However, there's no release for Youngblood, right?
No, I don't think so.
Not yet.
So either
There
an
you go.
official release or Wolfenstein 3 is a possibility.
Hmm.
What about what's that game called? That game that I didn't care for. They made 2 of them though.
Dishonored.
First, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you could be right, even though they did say, they're taking a hiatus of that IP because of how poor Dishonored 2 did.
Because nobody cared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can surprise us for all we know, you know what I mean?
Other than that, I can't think of anything.
I can't think. I feel like even though like I want to see more Fallout stuff because of how crappy 76 just crapped the bed.
I would love to see.
What?
And this is a shot in the dark, but this developer has been talking about this for quite some time, and I know they want to do it. A full-fledged Quake reboot.
Oh.
Like going back to Quake 1's tone, like it being based off of Lovecraft.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lovecraftian horror.
Yes.
That would be interesting.
And I know the team has been talking about that even when Carmack was still there. I would love to see that be announced.
And nothing like Quake Champions.
Well, to be fair, Quake Champions isn't bad. It's just, it's not what I wanted from a Quake game. Like, I wanted,
Right, but I'm just saying, return back to its roots.
a true return. It's kind of like how we were talking about earlier with Ubisoft and Rainbow Six. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else from Bethesda.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too.
Good. I want to wrap this up.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, other than the rumors of a certain failed Fallout game possibly going free to play,
Which I wouldn't be surprised.
to try to salvage some of it.
I mean, guys, from it going from 60 to at best $20 in the same week.
And in some cases, free. Because in Germany, they literally have to, Germany literally has to give away their copies because they got so goddamn many of them and nobody's playing it. They're literally giving copies away.
About an hour and a half is a good time.
Yeah.
One question about the reason why I made this question because it applies to all of them, all third parties.
Sure.
My question is, we talked about what we thought, and everything is based off of previous existing IPs. How many of them do you think will announce? Which one specifically do you think will announce a new IP?
It's been confirmed by Sega that they're not going to do any new IPs post.
Well then, which ones will?
I can see Bethesda.
Yeah. I want to say Capcom has one.
Yeah.
Square Enix did last year with Babylon's Fall, but that's it.
Yeah. Square actually, yeah.
Square actually takes care. No, we didn't.
Well, to be fair, we know jack about Square. So
well, here's Square. Final Fantasy VII. You know it's not coming.
Actually, Jerry, there may be a possibility that it actually will, because if you remember, or if you saw on gaming websites, I think either late last night or early today, that Shinji Hashimoto from Square Enix teased something Final Fantasy related for the upcoming PlayStation State of Play, which is happening tomorrow. So it's possible that we might get a tease of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but a full-on reveal at E3.
Now, pal,
but here's the thing.
He's a liar.
Exactly.
Please be excited.
Oh, I was just saying, here's the thing. I still stand by what I said.
Yeah. Now, correction. If it does show,
Not because
then that's great.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to.
But
show
he's still a liar.
I wanted to show up. It's just I'm so dang jaded because of how many times they push back things. I'm like,
Yeah.
See, I'm feeding up the same energy as Jerry's having because again, he's a liar.
Our hatred, cynicism,
energy.
No, but Double R. Who do you think has new IPs? But I just want to go back to you.
I can't even say who else will probably have a new IP under their belt. I would say it's either Square Enix, Ubisoft, or possibly.
I want to say EA has one.
Or EA.
Which the reason why I bring that because like I just realized today, man, we're talking about a bunch of sequels and remakes. Boy, what's going on with video games these days, huh?
I know.
No new fresh takes, huh?
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to see some of these sequels and remakes.
See, you understand my feelings here. Like, I'm not like we're not trashing on constant remakes or continuations. We just want more innovation. We want new things, not the same old stuff that we grew up with for the last
I mean, at one point, those games were also brand new.
Yeah, so, at one point.
At one point, yes.
Pokemans. We'll get to Nintendo.
You know, since we're talking about third parties, you know what I would like to see? At least one of them do a superhero game off an IP. Or a new one.
WB, a new DC game. There you go. Visible, you haven't said, you don't think there's going to be any new IPs?
Well, there most likely is going to be by pretty much everybody, at least one. But as for like big new ones, yeah, I would guess EA is probably going to be trotting one out.
Yeah.
Possibly Squeenix.
Oh yeah, most likely.
Yeah, Square Enix seems to be the most open to that.
Funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm not too sure. So.
Well, there you go. All right, so we're at an hour and a half. To you guys who are viewing, I just want to say thank you for viewing.
Yes.
I want to plug us by saying check us out next Wednesday and this Saturday.
Yes.
At the same times. That is next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. And I say Eastern because, like I said, Double R and Visible Ninja are in different time zones than me and Jeff.
Yes.
Yes.
And you guys too, probably. You might be in a whole other country. We don't know. And Double R, since you're already plugging, why don't you plug?
All right, you can follow me on youtube.com/RPGreviews. That's where I work on most of my content. You can also follow me on facebook.com/RPGreviews. That's my official Facebook fan page. And you can follow me on twitter.com/RPGreviews. That's my personal page on Twitter. And you can follow me on twitch.tv/RPGreviews. When will I return to live streaming? Don't know. Not really sure, but I'm currently working on episode 10 of my Final Fantasy retrospective at this time with all the games in relation to Final Fantasy 13, as well as Final Fantasy Type 0, so look out for that in the future. But had a lot of fun today, looking forward to next week, but definitely am looking forward to Saturday when we finish up Sonic Adventure and start something new.
Yes. As for me, you can follow me on twitter.com, twitter.com/16bitjeff, twitch.tv/16bitjeff. Just like Kyle said it prior, looking like maybe this month or next month, but I am making an inevitable turn to streaming, so look forward to that in the inevitable future. As all of you know, we do have a Discord for TGF. The link is provided at the bottom of the video player, or you can just check out this link provided in the chat. And that's it for me.
Discord.gg.
Good game.
And as for me, you can check me out on YouTube at Visible Ninja Dojo. You can check out my live shows that I run Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. They are Gundam and Tokusatsu related, so definitely check them out. And of course, follow me on Twitter at Visible Ninja 0.
I'm left, eh?
Yes.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter at FighterCouse. FighterCouse is spelled just like there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Ko-fi, ko-fi.com. Reddit, you'll find a Fighter Cows, or you'll find a page named Fighter Cows. Twitter.com/Fighter Cows. Instagram.com/Fighter Cows. Facebook.com/Fighter Cows. DeviantArt.com/Fighter Cows. FighterCows.Pixiv.me. That's ME. Boy howdy, I'm everywhere. And I'm pretty much trying to use the same name, Fighter Cows. Unless you're looking for that kind of stuff, in which case there's only an Instagram, a new Tumble, and a Newgrounds with the name Fighter Etchy. Links are in the chat, so there you go. I got webcomic too. That's how you help me out. Kofi and webcomics. If you want to see me not be broke, because I'm in a financial rut right now. I'll be honest. And,
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's it for me.
All right. Well, we'll see you on Saturday for the finale to Sonic Adventure, but join us next Wednesday when we go to Jeff's territory with Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's 4 p.m. Wednesday.
Yes.
Eastern.
Same time as today. And to sign off, I'm Double RPG.
16-bit chat. That was Visible Ninja earlier.
And I'm Fighter Cows.
And Jerry, take it away with your two most popular words with your famous catchphrase, my friend.
Nimyo. Kanyo.
Peace out. 1 down, 2 to go. And to end off, we just want to say...
See you later this week, guys.